Hey everybody, Jeremy Reed here. I'll be honest, I'm very, very frustrated right now. I thought it'd be a good idea to press record on the camera and talk about my frustrations as they were happening, but I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not. Um, so I'll tell you a story. As many of you know, had just started the prep for a bodybuilding show that is November 15th. And so I'm about 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in now. Last week I was in the gym lifting legs with my beast of a workout partner. I actually was feeling good, very, very strong, and went for a PR on leg press. Ended up being about 1,000 pounds. And I did it, I repped it 8 times, did 8 reps at 1,000 pounds. And about rep 6, I felt something that didn't feel right in my stomach. It was not like my legs felt fine. It was heavy, but it felt fine. I finished 2 more reps, did 8 reps, racked it, got off the leg press, and had this pain in my stomach. And I felt my stomach, and sure enough, there was a lump just right above my belly button, pretty much, just on top of my belly button. And at that time, maybe the size of a small golf ball, something like that, like smaller than a golf ball, but pretty substantial underneath the skin. There was something there. Immediately, I thought, this is not good. I kind of had an idea of what it was, but I didn't want to really think about it too much. I finished the leg workout in a tremendous amount of pain. Went back to my office, and the pain got worse and worse as I was sitting at my desk. Later that night, I was on my way home, and the pain was so severe that I was just literally moaning or screaming in my car in pain by myself, thinking, I'm gonna have to go to the ER. Something's not right. This is I have to go to the hospital. And 1 minute later, the pain went away, and it just disappeared. And I felt down, and that lump was not there anymore. And so I thought, okay, that something was something came out of my body and went back in, and now it doesn't hurt anymore. So I thought, let me just take it easy and see what happens. Well, I'm in the fitness profession. I love working out. I love lifting weights. So taking it easy for me just kind of means just keep an eye on it, but still go ball to the wall. So, so naturally the next day I went into the gym. It happened again, but this time went back, it came out, went back in right away. I lifted the following day, nothing happened. So I was starting to think okay, maybe, I'm fine, obviously. But then it happened again on, I don't even know, Friday. This time it was very painful. It was painful before, this time it was very painful. It went back in again on Friday, but the pain kind of stayed. And then all weekend long, I kept having these sharp pains all over, not just around my belly button, but my lower abs, just having these just weird sharp pains. And I knew something was wrong. So I had made a doctor's appointment already for this morning, and went to the doctor, and sure enough, I have a hernia, and that was my intestine coming out of my body. So I'm going to be seen by a surgeon, and unfortunately not for another 3 weeks was the earliest they could get me in. Until then, I've been instructed to not lift. When I told the doctor that that was not going to happen, that I was going to lift anyway, he said, okay, but take it very, very, very light. He said use girl weights. He said, I can go into all the details, but I won't. Anyway, I do have a hernia, and he said it was unlikely that I was going to be able to do this bodybuilding show, just because he did, based on his thought, would need surgery. and then there's recovery time, and there's, it's just, when you're prepping for a show, the clock is ticking. The show's not getting any further away. It's getting closer and closer and closer. And if it's going to be another 3 weeks before I'm even seen, and then another several weeks of of recovery past that, this prep is when I'm supposed to be hitting everything the hardest. And if I can't do that, then in a way there's no sense in me even prepping for this show. I would not be competitive whatsoever, not essentially being able to really lift weights or barely lift weights. So I'm extremely frustrated. Sitting here in my office, just kind of like feeling a little bit sorry for myself, but at the same time, this is no one's fault. It's mine, 1,000 pounds. Like, well, I literally worked my guts out, you could say, and it is how it is. I like to work hard. I like to lift heavy. I like to give it my all, and this is the risk I run, I guess. But when you set your mind to something and you've got goals and you've got something to shoot for, no one likes being put in a situation where you can't do it. Like I've always had the mindset that you don't tell me what I can and can't do. Once I set my mind to it, consider it done, I will do it. And I feel like this is a situation where I would be foolish to continue pressing as hard as I was until I'm healed up and fully recovered. So, the smart side of me is like, you're not going to do the bodybuilding show right now. You need to focus on getting healthy, have this surgery, heal up from that, and then hit it hard after that. But it's a very disappointing situation. And I've had clients. I've had clients before that had situations come up in their life while they were working with me that really hindered their progress. And I, part of you is like, okay, like, all right, that sucks. I can see that, but we still got to move forward, or you can't really fully relate to what they're saying. I mean, there's been situations that clients have told me have come up, and I'm just like, that is horrible. Like, I am so sorry. That sucks. What do you do? And one in particular comes to mind that was recently, and I won't say her name in front of thousands of people, but she, her husband had a major accident and was in the hospital for a very long time, and she was dealing with kids and dealing with being staying in a hotel while her husband was in the hospital and visiting him, and the recovery time, and just I mean, it was bad for a while, and I did the best working with her under those circumstances that I could, but now I can honestly say, like, I feel that pain. I know your frustration. We kept talking about like how frustrated you felt, and almost feeling like a failure, or almost feeling like like you've let someone down, or you've let yourself down, and I'm feeling it right now. So you know who you are, and I'm feeling it. Instantly. It's not like I feel like a failure. I feel like I feel like someone's telling me, my body, that I can't do something, and I just mentally have a hard time with that. I have just been very, very strong-willed and kind of hard-headed in that way, and I don't like being in a situation where I feel I cannot do something. So that's at least initially, this literally just went down just a little bit ago, and so I thought I'd press record on the camera and see what happens, and kind of talk through my frustrations with you guys. But I feel that pain. I feel that feeling of like just a big negative situation. It's just not positive for anybody. But I realistically, I mean, I know that this is my body's way of telling me, hey, right now you pushed it to your limit. You pushed it past your limit just a little bit, and I need to scale it back. I need to have this surgery, fix my hernia, and heal up, and then train smart after that. And there's not anything I really could have done. It's not like I saw any warning signs or felt any pain prior to that. It just happened under the pressure. And I've actually worked with a guy that had 2 hernias, and he got his lifting a light box, like just a box off the ground. And so it has nothing to do with with the amount of weight. I mean, I guess it does in this instance, but it can happen in much lighter circumstances than lifting 1,000 pounds with your legs. So, I don't know what I can do to keep myself from happening again, keep this from happening again, but I certainly will just train smart and try to stay healthy and try to continue to make as much progress as I have to date. So it's just frustrating. It's, if you're in this situation, where something is truly out of your hands, something is truly either medically or life situation is getting in the way, and you're feeling this negative thought or negative feeling, or like you're letting yourself down, or failure, or whatever. I know what you're feeling now, and I feel for you. I would just challenge you to, as I'm going to do, just take it smart. But don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. And here's where the second part of this talk comes in, is that I immediately already set my sights for something else. I'm going to continue to lean up. I'm just a little bit heavier or fatter, I guess you could say, than I'd like to be. And so I'm going to continue to diet a little slower. Do some very light lifting. And some cardio, and really just focus on my nutrition, and drop some body fat. I will have this surgery sometime in September, it looks like, and then I will, once I'm healed up from that, I will hit it hard again, bulking for a show probably realistically in 2014. So my whole point with that is that even despite the setback, even despite this situation, I am certainly not letting that defeat me or let it ruin my dreams or my goals. It's just a setback. That's all it is. And so, rather than having my next show be November of 2013, it'll be maybe first half of 2014 or something. So, my point in all that to you is that if this is if this is a similar situation to you, or you've got a situation that's keeping you from really fully committing and fully going after your dreams right now, to not let up. Don't just sit in it, and don't give up. Just continue to do the best you can and try to fix that situation so that you can move forward full speed. So that's the best advice I can give, and off the cuff, because that's essentially what I'm going to do, and I can't think of a better way to approach it than to just fix the situation at hand. And then do the best you can in the meantime, and once the situation's relieved, then hit it as hard as you can. So anyway, all right, I guess I'll press stop and sit here and have a pity party for myself for a few more minutes, and then pick myself up. So all right, thanks friends, and take care. I hope you guys have a fantastic day and a great start to your week, and just keep pushing. So all right, talk to you later.